Today on CCX News.
Your leadership is amazing.
Lawmakers in Plymouth share their stories about the night of the June 14th attacks, how police responded to help them. Thanks again for joining us. We're learning more about what local lawmakers experienced on June 14th when many representatives thought their lives were in danger. An assassin killed Representative Melissa Hortman and her husband in their Brooklyn Park home and wounded Senator John Hoffman and his wife at their Champlin residence. Today, I share what lawmakers in Plymouth went through.
We will hear from our state legislatures.
At this week's Plymouth City Council meeting,
So I just want to quickly give you a little bit of an update on this legislative session.
routine update from members of the Minnesota legislature turned into anything but.
To Chief Fadden. Your voice is ever in my head.
When word spread that lawmakers were under attack, Plymouth police sprang into action to ensure the safety of the local delegation. And those legislators wanted to publicly acknowledge their work.
What was evident to me throughout the capture of this alleged gunman and murderer is how well prepared, professional, and genuinely kind our officers are to show up and to protect and to serve under these most chaotic and unpredictable circumstances.
Representative Ned Carroll was out of town on June 14th, but police escorted his wife to safety.
It is very traumatic. It is still traumatic and will be traumatic. And I've shed a lot of tears. We all have shed a lot of tears. And we owe you a debt of gratitude as well as your fellow officers.
Senator Bonnie Westland, meanwhile, had slept through the night.
Chief Fadden and our wonderful police department were at my house, and they were making sure I was safe.
A coordinated effort to provide some calm on a day filled with chaos and fear.
And you stayed in communication, and I really, really appreciate that. So does my wife.
We were all kept safe, and I just want you to know how much I appreciate that.
The incredible kindness that was shown to me and to our delegation will never leave me.
There will be one fewer place for travelers to stay in Brooklyn Center after the City Council revoked the license of one of its hotels. Suburban Studios by Choice Hotels offers extended stays. However, the city found out the hotel group partnered with a recuperative care company to offer medical services on site without the proper permits. That partnership provided temporary housing to people experiencing homelessness after having surgery. But city officials say they didn't check with the city and violated their hospitality license. The business owners disagreed, saying they were offering enhanced services as part of the hotel's operation.
You've heard that the primary use of the property is and remains a hotel. There has been no change in land use here. Since its inception, the hotel has offered services and amenities beyond just a place to sleep.
The fact of the matter is that you did not follow proper procedures set by Brooklyn Center for Code.
The council voted 4-1 to revoke the license, but is giving medical patients time to find new housing first. Crystal is putting new development on hold in one of its main retail and commercial areas. City officials say it's part of a plan to re-envision what it might look like 25 years from now.
Their concern was that while they're working on this vision, some type of development could come in that would not be appropriate and consistent with the vision that they seek.
The City Council approved a one-year zoning moratorium for the shopping areas near Bass Lake Road and West Broadway. That means any plans to redevelop vacant sites like the old Walgreens building will be temporarily put on hold. City officials say market forces show that the area is ripe for future development. And while there's a relatively small number of vacant buildings available for lease, the parking lots offer more space for new projects.
You take an underutilized parking lot and the property owner says, you know what, I'm going to carve this out and put something more useful on that land. So at a minimum, I think we're going to see more of that kind of development to kind of mop up some of this excess parking lot space that we have in that area.
Routine projects like renovations or maintenance are not blocked by the moratorium. Some Brooklyn Center city playgrounds got a facelift this summer to help with safety. Emily Haugen spoke with a city staffer who shared what a difference the changes will make.
Good job.
Play is powerful. You can see that in action in Brooklyn Center parks.
You got good day for?
Centennial Park, this is one of our big playground structures.
Corey Anderson Wagner is the public works planner for the city.
It's really important to have a safe and reliable resource.
He says one of the priorities this season is parks.
Residents really wanted to continue improving on playgrounds, and so we already had improved structures, so the next stage for us was, well, we can improve the surfaces.
To start, it's a chance for some smooth sailing in 6 of them.
We expect it to last for about 15 years or so.
In some parts of the playgrounds, they've ditched wood chips and opted for a bouncy, solid, pour-in-place surface. It was paid for by a $100,000 Hennepin County grant and $140,000 of city funds.
So pour-in-place surface has 3 key things that it does well for us. It reduces our maintenance costs, improves accessibility, and then it also improves safety.
Kids tested out the safety factor at Centennial Park on Tuesday morning.
It's easier for them to walk on, and when they fall, it's safer.
And even after her kid took a tumble, LaDonna Malone said she bounced right back.
I actually like it. I said it's better than the wood chips anyways because you get splinters and stuff from the wood chips.
By living up to its goal, the playgrounds are giving kids at play a softer place to land.
That is Emily Haugen reporting. There is a long list of other projects in the works under the Capital Improvement Plan. We have a link to that plan at ccxmedia.org.